here I am up above Timberline Lodge, getting ready to do the Timberline Trail, 40 miles. Gonna try and do it counterclockwise from the lodge. Hopefully do it in 3 days, 2 nights. Planning on camping at Cloud Cap tonight, so that's about 13 miles. And then probably around Muddy Fork or maybe even Ramona Falls on the second night, and then finish on Friday. So I've already done this once, did it clockwise, 4 days, 3 nights. And see if I can do it a little bit quicker, as long as I don't get too gassed. And anyway, here we go. Let's go have some Type 2 fun. See Vandolph down there. Well, see you again in a couple days. Well, looky there. That's the White River drainage, which is always kind of cool. Back up the mountain. Timberline Lodge. That's what I'm looking for. Follow the yellow brick road. walking through Mount Hood Meadows. Gone through most of it. I'm actually over off of Shooting Star right now. But you can kind of see the bottom of the lift there. So practically all the way through Meadows, I'll have to drop over into Heather Canyon, and that's always really pretty. Heather and Clark Canyon. Not looking forward to the climb out of Clark Canyon, but the views are usually pretty cool. Lots of cool waterfalls that in the wintertime are all covered by snow, but get to see them all in all their glory in the summertime. So anyway, I'm gonna put the camera away. Just wanted to share the gorgeous view. It's been an interesting morning. Obviously most of the traffic and hikers, backpackers are going clockwise. I don't know what the statistics are, but it's probably like 2/3 to 3/4 maybe go clockwise, and then the rest go counterclockwise. And there's all kinds of debate as to which is better and why and that sort of thing. At the end of the day, you're same amount of footsteps, same amount of elevation, and you start and stop at the same place, so kind of doesn't matter. I wanted to do counterclockwise because I'd never done it that way before. I wanted a different perspective. It's funny, I've met a few people already, and quite a few of them are up here for the first time, so that's kind of cool. Just met a couple going clockwise, and then there's a couple guys behind me that are doing counterclockwise, just like me. So that's kind of interesting. I'll have to check the statistics and see kind of what the numbers are in terms of between the two directions. But put it this way. And that is the trail on the other side of Clark Canyon. We're descending down into Heather right now. Well, just climbed down through Heather Canyon and just crossed the Clark Creek, which is right down there. See the waterfall. Beautiful day out here. Looks warmer than it is. The breeze is actually nice and cool. But climbing out of Clark is always a lot of fun. So probably not conducive to videoing. Walking on all this sand and scree. I need to use my poles a little bit. But seems like it's working. And you can't beat the video. Made it to at Newton Creek, just above it actually. Stopped this little spot here, which is actually some people camp here, but it's got this beautiful little creek, clear stream. I'll refill my water here. There's usually a spot closer to the river down below, but sometimes it's hard to find, so I'll probably just refill here. This is about the 8-mile mark. For some reason my Garmin is telling me it's 5 something, but I know Newton Creek to the lodge is 8 miles, so something, my Garmin's not registering. But oh well, made it to Newton. Cloud cap would be another 5, and that one's going to be, that's a tough climb up Gnarl Ridge and then over Cloud Cap, about 5 miles, and dry, so got to bring water. So see you up there. Mount Adams as we climb up Gnarl Ridge. Man, this is a gasser, but beautiful. Remains of a shelter. Can't remember the name of it. I'll fill it in when I put the video together. Saw it last time. Mount Hood looking great. Climbing up Gnarl Ridge. And it was really cool. You can't see it now, but right over the tippy top of Mount Hood, there's a sliver of a moon. I got a couple shots of it, and hopefully when I put this together, be able to link that. Pretty cool, man. 2,000 vertical in about 2 miles, 2.5 miles. Whew. Well, this is the high point of the Timberline Trail. Anyway, 7,300 feet. That's the way I just came. Just saw a couple guys. Gave them some pointers on crossing the snowfield, which route to take. And yeah, we're getting close. Probably only less than a couple miles left to get to Cloud Cap, which is great because it's 4:20. That might put me in there right around 5. So, okay, no more dilly-dally. This side of the mountain is always, well, I think it's interesting, but it looks like a barren moonscape. There's nothing up here but rocks and dirt, and the occasional snowfield that you have to cross, and then cairns pretty much mark the route periodically, and you can kind of see all of them. There's one back behind me there. I can see another one on the horizon. So anyway, I'm on my way to Cloud Cap. Gotta book it. Want to try to get there before 5. This is what I mean about it being a barren landscape on this side of the mountain. I imagine parts of Mount St. Helens, and there's a trail that goes around Mount St. Helens. I think it probably looks a lot like this. Just dust and rock and occasional snowfields. Whew. Good shot of Adams, and now rounding this corner, you can just see top of Mount Rainier up there as well. A little hazy, but that's a long ways off. So here we are, made it to Cloud Camp, or really just right above it. Actually charge $20 for a campsite there, and there's plenty of dispersed sites kind of all over the place. So I stopped about 0.3 of a mile above Cloud Cap. Found a pretty decent spot here, just right off the trail. It's not perfectly flat, but it'll do. Got the tent up. Everything is ready for bed. Just in the process of making some dinner. Beef stroganoff. Should be tasty. And of course, I brought a little whiskey. So, cheers. So basically, to sum up the day, 13 miles from Timberline to here. Beautiful day, which the videos that you'll see, or may have already seen. It was a gorgeous day. It is cooling off. It's getting cold here. We are in the shadow of the sunset. So, could be a chilly night. We'll see. I'm prepared for it. Just gonna eat some dinner, finish my bourbon, and then probably hit the hay, hit the bag too, I guess, and watch a little bit of a movie, and then hopefully fall asleep and sleep well throughout the night. That's it for day one, and tomorrow we are going to take on the Elliott and Coe Creek crossings, which are always a little challenging, and make our way over to Muddy Fork or thereabouts. We'll see how the day goes. But that's it for day one, and see you tomorrow. All right. Well, morning of day 2, and I'm just past Cloud Cap, and refilled a little bit of my water, although I don't need to carry as much water through this section. And heading down to the Elliott Branch for the first major crossing of the day. Got a little bit of a late start this morning. Got pretty chilly last night, down to about 45 or so. Not terrible, but I was also pretty sore Knees were screaming at me. Took some ibuprofen last night, took some more this morning. Feel a little bit better. Actually went to bed last night at like 8:45 or something like that, which is unusual for me. But needed the rest, clearly. So anyway, headed down to the Elliott Branch. We're gonna cross that. I'll take some more video when I get down there. Adams on the right, Rainier in the central distance, and then far left, Mount St. Helens. Well, we're somewhere in between Elk Cove and Cairn Basin, and this is always a cool area because it's just filled with all these dead trees. I believe it was from a fire a long time ago. I may not be right with that. I'll double check that. But it's a beautiful area because there's, if you can see, there's just wildflowers everywhere growing in amongst all these dead trees. So it's quite beautiful. You can hear lots of bees flying around. Of course, they don't care about me. They're searching for the honey, or the pollen, I guess, to make the honey. But yeah, it's been a good day so far. Didn't really have any trouble crossing Elliott or Coe. Did have a little mishap coming back up out of Coe. Scraped up my shin pretty good. I won't show pictures. But it was through some antibiotic ointment on it. It'll be fine. Okay. Anyway, that's my check-in. That was quite the long day. I'd originally planned on going from Cloud Cap to Muddy Fork, but I got to Muddy Fork, didn't really like the selection of campsites, and I also was thinking I'd really like a shorter third day. Muddy Fork would have been kind of a splitting it up into third to third to third. So it would have left 13 miles. And so I ended up coming all the way past Ramona Falls and then camping just beneath the old Sandy River Guard Station, I think is what it's called. And this would put me about maybe 10-ish, 10, 11 miles from Timberline Lodge. So that makes today a 16 or 17 mile day for me. Needless to say, I'm beat. But I do have a pretty nice campsite. Right there, kind of overlooking the river. A branch of the Sandy, I think. And so it's getting close to 8 o'clock, I think. And so just making some dinner. Got beef stroganoff. No, wait a minute. That's what I had last night. I got lasagna tonight. And fortunately, I saved more bourbon for tonight than I drank last night. And I'm going to use it because I'm pretty beat. I got to rest up tonight and then get up at a decent hour tomorrow. I'm going to hike out of here. And that'll mean I accomplished my goal of 2 nights, 3 days, which I'm pretty excited about. So anyway, I'm a little subdued because I'm tired, and bourbon awaits and dinner awaits. So I'm gonna put this away again, get to bed pretty early, watch a little movie, and then finish up tomorrow. Good night. See you on day 3. ready to go through a little zigzag canyon. Nearing the end, and it is warm, so I'm glad. Get close. It's been a great day. You can see the lifts from Timberline from here, which is always a good sign. Looking forward to a cold beer when I get back to Vandolph, or two. It's been a great last day. Just met a guy who's doing the Timberline now, but he's done the PCT before. Guy from the area. Quirky dude. His trail name was Dirty Fedora. And I told him last night I ended up camping next to 4 northbound PCTers. One of them's name was Skywalker, and Dirty Fedora knew him. So go figure. Never know what's gonna happen. So pretty wild. I gotta climb up this other side here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to keep filming. In fact, probably not. So I'm just gonna put this away. I'll bring it back out as we wrap up. Well, kind of dead center. That's Trillium Lake down there. That's where I was, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. So, finally getting close to civilization. Got the ski lifts up here. You're seeing the PCT sign before you know it. That's not a sight for sore eyes. It's good to be back. And before my 2:30 estimated finishing time. Alright, well, I have finished. Try to do a quick recap, I guess. I'm just sitting out the back of my van. Just used my outdoor shower to just rinse my feet off, my head off. Fortunately, the water was nice and cold. Try to clean up a little bit. But it's super hot out. I was hoping to sit on the sliding door side, but it's too hot over there, so I'm sitting here behind the door. And then every time a car comes by, I have to like close it so that they can fit through. But anyway, great last day, day 3. Finished about 2:10. And probably about 10 miles, I think it was. For some reason, the miles seemed to be going by a lot faster today than they were yesterday. Probably because there was a lot less of them. So, great third day. Super fun. You know, it's type 2 fun is, it's hard. And this trail is no joke. It's pretty dang hard. Excuse me there. I am enjoying a nice cold beer, and I've got a cooler full of cold beer. in the van, and I'm sure I'm not going to stop at one. But this is a hard trail, and 40 miles in 3 days is no joke. But always fun doing it, always great to be done. It's not the sort of thing you look forward to doing, you know, next week or even next month. You probably got to spread it out a little bit, maybe every year. This has been 3 years since I did this. Anyway, can't say enough good things about the trail. The weather was perfect. Couldn't have asked for better weather and sleeping conditions and so on and so forth. So anyway, this one's in the record books. I'm going to sign off for here. Maybe I'll do a postscript at some point, but this is probably it for now. So hope you, if my plan is to stitch a bunch of these videos together, post it up on YouTube, and hopefully I'm able to do that, and hopefully it's useful, educational, somewhat entertaining, and you know, I'm doing it really more for my own benefit or satisfaction or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, if anybody else gets some joy out of it, then that's just icing on the cake. All right, I'm out. See ya.